beauty babes, welcome to my channel. I'm Maria, aka Agape Love Girl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial using the PUR Crystal Clear Ultimate Face Palette seen here. This is an eyeshadow palette as well as a face palette. It has lots of beautiful eyeshadows in it in a variety of colors, lots of neutrals, but a few pops of fun colors in here. This side is the matte side. In the middle is mostly the face powders, and then on the other last side is a bunch of shimmers and then a couple of pressed glitters. Now, I did already do a full video on the PUR Cosmetics Crystal Clear collection. That is a longer video, but I do go through everything that's in the collection as well as do demos of almost everything in the collection as well, so you guys can see them in action and hear my first impressions, thoughts. So if you have not seen that video and are interested to see more content with this palette and just the rest of the products in that collection, I will link that video. I definitely encourage you guys to check it out. It is very long because, like I said, I go through everything, but there are timestamps so you can skip around to what you want to see. Anyways, I just thought that today I would do another video featuring this palette alone, using it on my eyes as well as my face, and do a look that's a little bit more fun and out of my comfort zone, because the first look I did with it was a little bit more just very typical of me and it was a look that I really liked, and you guys seem to like it too, those of you who watched it. But today I want to do something fun and different, and this will be still a very simple look, but I really just want to play around with the colors in this palette, especially this blue, which is not typical for me. I was really feeling inspired because I have a little bit of blue purple in my hair, and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna do something fun and different with this palette so you guys could have another video seeing it in action. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So to start off, I am going to go ahead and prime my eyes with the Anastasia eyeshadow primer. As you can see, I do have a dark circle, so I like to kind of cancel out the darkness. And while this primer is not my favorite, I've said that before, I do like that it does create a very blank canvas for me to work with. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And I'm going to be blending onto my lid using this PUR Cosmetics concealer brush that is actually part of the Crystal Clear collection. Now, taking kind of a tapered blending brush, the one I'm going to be using is from Beauty Junkies. It's their Pro Blending. I'm going to go right into that beautiful blue shade called Royalty, and I'm going to be taking that directly into my crease, kind of focusing most of the pigment on my inner and outer corner, and then blending up into my transition area, as well as laying a lot of that color down on my lid. This really truly is the main focus of this look. Now, with all the color laid down that I want, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a clean, fluffy blending brush. This one is again from Beauty Junkies. It is their Pro Tapered Blending, which is kind of funny because I feel like their blending brush is tapered and this one's not, and I feel like the name should be switched. It's kind of interesting, but anyways, this one is their Pro Tapered Blending Brush, but it's a very fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and use it to soften up the edges of that blue. Alright, with that blending done, I do just want to add a little bit more lightness to my brow bone. So for that, I'm going to kind of go into this kind of creamy tan shade called Simplicity with another little blending brush. This one looks a lot like the Beauty Junkies blending, but this one is from Morphe, if anybody's curious. And I'm just going to lay a little bit of that down on my brow bone and just kind of sweep and blend it down to meet with that blue shade. This color is actually really close to my skin tone, so it's kind of perfect just to kind of help soften up this look and make it look not so harsh, since I do have kind of that very almost white base down. Alright, now I want to deepen up this look just a little bit, so I'm going to go into that black shade called Cocktail Hour, and I'm going to be taking that on a pencil brush. This one is again from Beauty Junkies. It's my favorite pencil brush. I know that seems weird to have a favorite pencil brush, but this one literally is just the best one. So anyways, and I'm going to take that very carefully and place that on the very inner and outer corners of my eyes. And right away you can just see how that adds a lot of depth and dimension to the look. Alright, and just to make sure everything looks soft and very well blended, I'm going to go back in with that brush I used with the blue shade, maybe just a touch of extra product, and just blend. Alright, next up I want to go to the metallic side of this palette. I'm going to go into this shade called Paparazzi. It's hard to describe. It's a very cool toned, almost silver, but a little bit maybe taupe-like. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take that on. So this is a Royal & Langnickel BX66 brush, and these shadows I already know don't really perform well on their own. They definitely need some help. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up some shadow on that brush, then spray it with my Morphe setting spray. And I'm going to go ahead and lay that down in the center of my eyes. Once most of the pigmentation is laid down on my lid, I will just softly bring that shade up into kind of my crease and transition area. Ooh, it's so pretty. Definitely on the lid, it looks very silver-ish, but I don't know, it's kind of a unique shade. It's really, really pretty. Alright, next up, I think I want to add a little wing liner, but I'm going to be using the PUR Cosmetics On Point Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner Pen for this. Alright, now with my wings done, I think I'm just going to kind of speed through my lower lash line. Basically, I think I'm just going to add a little bit of that black to my lower lash line and then kind of smoke it out with the blue. And I'm thinking that I may also kind of do like a little bit of a reflection halo eye where I add that shimmer to the center of my lower lash line as well. So we're going to go ahead and just speed right through that and then move on to the face. Alright, that is going to do it for the eyes. I really like the way this is looking. Yes, it's very messy, as it tends to always be when I do my eyes first. But I'm going to go ahead and put on my base foundation and concealer. I'm just going to do that real quick off camera, and then I will come back because I'm going to be using the powders in here for my powder, contour, bronze, and highlight. So I will be right back so we can do that. Alright, face is on, and if anybody's curious, I did use the Wander Beauty, I think it's like the Nude Illusion foundation, and then the concealer that I had on my makeup basket this month. I've used the Nude Illusion foundation before. I really like it. It's very lightweight but gives pretty good coverage, as I'm sure you guys can see, because like I was having like some blemishes all over my face and that covered it really well. Like I feel like I got a really pretty even base. The concealer was the first time I'm using the concealer. It has a like cream concealer on one side and a liquid on the other. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I really like it. But anyways, that being said, my base is on. So I'm going to go ahead and do my rest of my face with some of these products. I wanted to try this kind of like banana shade under my eyes. I did lightly set my face with some PUR Cosmetics translucent setting powder. Just so I had a little bit of something down, but I did want to, like I said, try that banana shade under my eyes and see what I felt about that. I just can't get over how good these smell. If you're a vanilla fan like me, you will love the way these smell. Their products smell so good. Okay, that's a nice powder. Actually, it's not too yellow, so it's not going to be like, for those who can't like do a yellow powder under the eyes, like I don't think it's gonna be too much, but it's definitely adding a brightness, and there's kind of like, if I'm looking up close, like a little bit of a luminosity there where I feel like it's kind of giving a little brightening effect to my under eyes, which I love. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit to the center of my face as well. I like this. Wow, okay. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but I definitely feel like it definitely added some brightness there where I was needing it, because I wasn't loving that concealer I put down. Alright, now to contour. This has a couple different kind of contour-y like shades, but I think the one that's going to work best for me is the shade right next to that banana color right here in this center. So I'm just going to take that on a kind of like angled brush to contour. This one's from Sedona Lace. It's their 850 brush. Okay, I think that's actually a really good shade for me. Ooh, I like it, yes. I actually was not sure if any of these shades were really gonna work for me, but then I was looking at it again and was like, I think that one will do good, and it is. It's really nice. All right, I think that did a really beautiful job. That color was really nice on me, I think, at least. That's what it looks like in the viewfinder. You guys let me know what you think. And then anyways, for blush, I think I'm gonna go into this kind of a purpley shade called Arm Candy. I feel like it'll go well with this look, but I'm a little bit nervous because I don't tend to wear like purpley tone blushes. I feel like this is a shade that's meant for someone with a little bit deeper skin tone than I. So I'm just gonna kind of go in very, very lightly and see how it goes. Okay, that's a really, really pretty blush, but I'm being so careful. I'm trying to go in like so light-handed because I really don't want to put on too much, but it's nice that this palette is a little bit buildable. I know I mentioned in my first impressions that like something about this palette I felt like could be a good or a bad thing depending on your preference, is that it is a buildable palette. And with shadows, I tend to want them to really show up right away without being built up. But I appreciate that kind of with face products though. So that this is a shade that looks a little bit intimidating, but it's, you can build it up, and I think that's really, really nice. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and set with some setting spray real quick, and then we will go into the highlight. All right, and now for a highlight, I think I'm gonna go into one of these long ones down here. I'm gonna go into this first one called A-List. It's kind of a bit more of a pinky champagne shade, so I think it should pair well with this look. These highlighters are definitely very, very blingy, like, ooh, look at that glow. And I do think this was a pretty good choice. I think it pairs well with this look. It kind of looks pretty neutral. I'm gonna go ahead and take a pencil brush and pop a little bit of that to the inner corner of my eyes as well. All right, now that I got my glow on, oh, I just love the way this looks. This is gonna be it. I am gonna apply some mascara to complete the look. And for that, I'm gonna go ahead and use the PUR Cosmetics Fully Charged Mascara. All right, with my lashes done, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw on a lip gloss. I know I'm not keeping cohesive with PUR Cosmetics, but I just really felt like wearing this one from City Beauty. It is their lip plumping lip gloss in the shade San Diego, which is kind of a golden pinky lip gloss, but I don't know, I just was really in the mood to wear it with this look, and I think it paired really well. So anyways, this is the completed look, all finished. If you guys are noticing that my eyeliner looks a little bit different, I did go ahead and kind of touch it up a little bit off camera, and then when I touched it up, I ended up needing to make it just a little bit bigger. It's just, ugh, I have such issues with winged liner. I don't even know why I tried, but anyways, this is the completed look. I really like the way it turned out. I feel like total mermaid vibes from this. I don't know if it's just because my hair has a little bit of purple and blue in it or what, but I love the glowy look of my skin right now. This blue, I'm really feeling it on my eyes, and normally I do not like to wear blue at all in my eyes. I feel like it just doesn't complement me very well. I don't know, but I really like the way this turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this look too, as well as just this tutorial in general, using this palette again for pretty much my whole face. I really enjoyed using it again, and I'm glad I pulled it out to create this look. So anyways, with all that being said, I just want to thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, I will go ahead and put some more videos here on the screen for you guys to check out more of my content. If you are interested, possibly consider subscribing. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes. Mwah!